God speaks to me in dreams. It's been probably in the neighborhood of 2 years ago the Lord gave me a dream. In this dream, I was standing in the yard of a church in England burning rubbish. And as I was burning it, a spark from the fire went to a church and caught it on fire. And then a spark from that church went to a second church and caught it on fire, and to a third church and caught it on fire. And I knew immediately what the Lord was saying. I'm not doubting this. That's why I'm here. I've seen the incredible things we've seen over this last year or so. There's a revival in God's heart for the United Kingdom. I have no doubt whatsoever. Yes. And part of it's going to be based, I believe, with the picture that the Lord's giving me this, with the sparks, is repentance will be a major issue in it. And that sounds so religious, but it's not religious at all. It's a very relational term. Picture this. Picture the most handsome guy in the universe. Okay, he's the funniest, kindest, richest, bestest, nicest guy in the universe. And I know, don't get ahead of me. It's not a story about me. He goes up to a young lady and he says, I love you. I want to marry you. Everything I have is yours. I don't care what mistakes you made. I will take care of you forever. Will you marry me? And she looks at him and she says, well, you're the handsomest, funniest, richest, kindest, bestest, nicest guy in the universe. And you want to marry me? Absolutely. Yes, I want to marry you. But I've got this old boyfriend and I'd like to bring him along on the honeymoon. Is that okay? What do you think his answer will be?
No.
He will say no. And see, I believe every day there are people who pray little prayers. They believe there's a Jesus, they believe there's a heaven, they believe there's a hell, but in their hearts, they actually have plans to be sexually immoral, and to lie, to steal, and do all different kinds of things. But I want to tell you this, to be married to this man Jesus, you've got to be divorced from a thing called sin. Yes. And nobody does that perfectly, or we'd all still be good. But here's the heart God's looking for. The Bible defines grace like this. It says the grace of God to bring salvation to all men has appeared, teaching us to deny God. And it doesn't matter. You can't out-sin the blood of Christ. Impossible. But true grace, when it comes into your life, will meet you wherever you're at, whatever deep, dark hole you've dug for yourself. But it doesn't leave you there. When grace comes into your life, literally the Son of God, when you're born again, comes, lives inside you, and as He begins to express His life through you, you have to change. So you don't get saved because you change because you got saved, because He came in and changed. So I believe God wants to do that in a big way in the United Kingdom. And I believe as He does this, and the first trip over, I was this arrogant. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating this. I thought I'd come over here and drop off a message to you poor, sinful English people and go home. But what I found was He was as serious about my heart. And it wasn't a one-time thing. God has so given my heart to this country. I start down a trail, and it's so hard to stop. There's so many things I want to tell you. One of the first days I was here, I literally, going to England was not on my agenda. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. It's just, it didn't cross my mind until the Lord sent me. And one of the first nights I was here, He gave me a dream. And in that dream, I was walking past the house of an English person. And he did not want me to come in, and I didn't want to go in. And the Lord said, go in. So I went in. We sat down, and as we talked, the Spirit of the Lord in the dream fell on us. We embraced each other and wept. And as I was waiting from the dream, the Lord said, they will love you in England, and you will love them. And so I had that dream, and I shared it with a couple of people. I didn't know many people at that time. About 3 days later, 2 or 3 days later, I was in Bristol meeting with a pastor, and I got a phone call from Bath. And there was somebody at the city church, a person who was that wanted to meet with me to hear about the vision I had about the UK. So we got there, and we met in a very public place. And he said he wanted to hear about it. So I shared pretty much what I shared with you. And he looked at me, he pointed at me, he said, the vision God's given you for the United Kingdom is true, and it will come to pass unless you try to own it. Yeah. And he began to talk with me, and this fellow had been a Christian for 63 years. Wow. Beautiful gentleman. And as he talked with me, in the middle of this restaurant, obviously we not thought about it, we stood up, we embraced, and the Spirit of the Lord fell on us, and we wept. I was a mess. Walked out of there, and about 2 hours later, I went, oh my goodness, that was the dream I had. It was that, it played out that plainly, and because of time, there's phase 2 of it. The same thing happened a couple of days later, in another part of England. So many things. So let me make sure I do this, because I'll start telling stories, and Keith is going to tap me on the shoulder in a little bit. I told you why I'm here. Let me tell you the assignment the Lord gave me a few years ago. A big change had come in my life, and the things I was doing in the States, I loved. I was not in a hurry to leave the things I was doing, and probably held on to them as long as I and still probably. But here's the instructions the Lord gave me. In a dream, I was I'll call it a banquet hall because that sounds Bible-y. It was a big room where people were eating. And my job was to pick up dirty cups. I was a busboy. And I had a little apron. And I was going around picking up dirty cups. And I stopped and looked off to my right at the end of the hall, and there was Jesus himself, the Son of God. He was doing dishes. And in the dream, I thought, no way. I'm going to go take over for Jesus. He shouldn't be doing dishes. Because I approached him, he held up his hand, and he said, it's not your job. You bring me the dirty cups, and I'll clean them. And I knew I didn't have to go look into everybody's life and tell them what they're doing right and wrong, because there's an actual person. His name is Jesus. He's very much alive. He's able to make himself known. And it's been just the most glorious time. He's so faithful to his word. And knowing him, I tell you, okay, where I want to head today. Book of Revelation. What's it about?
Christ coming back.
End times. That pretty much agree? I'll argue with you. Okay. Of course. But that's what almost everybody says. Almost everybody will say that. And it is. And it is. But listen to this. Let's see. What's it say? The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. He made it known by sending his angel to his servant John. Okay, so now look at this. Picture this. So picture this. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him. So there's a revelation of Jesus. The Father says, I'm going to give this to you, my son. So the revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave him, which God gave Jesus, to show his servants what he said, what must soon take place. So, and when you read the book of Revelation, look how many times it describes how he looks in his personality. Hair, white hair, eyes of fire, feet of bronze. He's the first, he's the last, he's the beginning, he's the end, he's the Alpha, he's the Omega, he's the firstborn from among the dead. Over and over again it describes, it's a revelation of who this man Jesus is. And I'm not going to talk to you so much about the book of Revelation. Oh, I'm sorry. So much about the book as the act of it. And I trust that the Lord will do what he said, that if we bring him the dirty cups, he will clean them and make himself known. So I'm going to tell you a couple of stories of some things that have happened in the time I've been here.
I've got it. It's all right.
One of the
Get it again.
I was back. I'll get it before things back very much. So I was. This is one of many stories, but there's a couple I feel like I want to share with you. So back in June, I was invited to play at a music festival in Kingsland, England. And the night before I played, I had a dream. So I'll just read it to you. I'm in Kingsland, England, to play a music festival, staying with a wonderful brother named Wallace. In a dream early this morning, I was shown people, and I was told they wanted revival even more than me. And in the dream, I didn't like it. The Lord was showing me people that wanted revival more than me. I wasn't happy about it. That's pretty prideful.
You probably felt jealous.
They were young, but they were not children. And then a sentence was spoken. It said, revival in our time. And I woke up, and without thought, I didn't put anything together. I sat in bed, and the word came out of my mouth, riot. I sat there for a second, I'm going, riot. R-I-O-T, revival in our time. And it was so cool that I called my brother this in here too. I called Sean Brewer, who's a pastor in Texas. good friend of mine. I called him and I said, man, I got to tell you about this dream. And for me, it was like 5:30 in the morning. It was 11:30 at night where he was at. And so we're talking about how revival could look like a riot and all this stuff. And anyway, so he went to bed. I went to get ready for the music festival. Had a glorious day. It was just so much fun. The pastor of the church I was speaking at the next day was at the music festival. And he asked if we could talk about the service the next day. And so we met over at Michael's house. And so we're sitting there, and he said, well, I'm going to turn the service over to you, but I'd like to know what you're talking about. I said, well, revival is what the Lord sent me here to talk about, so I want to talk about that, and believe me, that opens up a lot of streams for a lot of discussion. So it was a little general, but I said, I had a dream last night. Would you want to hear about it? Because I kind of like to talk about it. He said, well, sure. So I went upstairs. I'd already written this down. This is exactly what I brought down into the living room, and I read this to him. He stared at me and didn't say one word. And it wasn't, not with a smile or anything. And I thought he's going to say, you long-haired American mom, you cannot come to my church. I really thought he was going to tell me I couldn't come. But instead of speaking to me, he said, Michael, come in here. So Michael walked in. He said, Michael? Hang on a second. He said, tell Marty the name of our youth group. He said, right.
God knows.
And he said, well, tell Marty our motto. He said, revival in our time. And he handed me this little bookmark. Can you see it from there? So immediately, and the Lord's been this kind to me through a good part of the trip. I knew my feet were standing in the exact square foot of ground where I was supposed to be. How can you possibly doubt that you're where you're supposed to be? So the next morning at church, a number of people gave their life to the Lord, and I developed a friendship with Reverend Bob there that is and maybe you guys get to meet him someday. Amazing man. I love that guy. We began to plan a big outreach that we're going to do in King's Lynn, and a number of the right people were there at that time. So the Lord's just had this plan in different parts of England where I'm seeing things come together and meeting the right people, and the right things are happening. It's just been amazing. And seriously, Martin and Joy, this is, maybe there's some kind of rule you're supposed to brag on the people. No. I love these guys. The things they're doing. Probably everybody's aware of the things they're doing. It's amazing. And God's heart is amazing. And so anyway, meeting the right people, the Lord's doing the right stuff. And